Lecture 10: Philosophy of AI. Homo sapiens has prided themselves on their superior intelligence, as well as human values such as compassion, kindness, and morality. Chinese philosopher Mencius argued differences between humans and animals. They are based on benevolence, justice, courtesy, and wisdom. So the question is, would the appearance of AI with such capabilities reduce our values to pure computation or automation? Would it also strip us of our sense of autonomy and humanity? Historically, there have been other setbacks to our sense of uniqueness. For example, Copernicus pointed out that the Earth is not at the center of the universe. Darwin's evolution theory has put us as a mere distant relative of chimpanzees. We are not as unique as we thought we are. In the near future, there may be job loss due to artificial intelligence. In the long run, AI could be intelligent enough to automate all the jobs. So humans may have too much free time. Would humans be reduced to a house cat? Then, how should we derive the meaning of life? There are some possible solutions. One can devote more time to art, like painting and music. One may also challenge ourselves. For example, to join a marathon in Sahara Desert, or to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. One may also connect our brain to computer to enhance it. So how can we do that? One way is to increase our output speed. So basically, our output rate is very low. How many words can you speak in 1 second? How many words can you type in smartphones? How many words can you type in a keyboard per second? Not to mention that there may be hand injury, like the carpal tunnel syndrome, which is a common condition for pain and numbness in the hand. On the other hand, our input is several orders of magnitude faster because of our vision. So in 1 single second, there can be a lot of images as well as information that can be passed to our brain. This can be done by implanting electrodes into our neural cortex. So we can control the computer directly from our minds. Of course, there would be privacy and security issues. Will our mind be hacked? Once AI possesses general learning algorithms, it quickly becomes super intelligent because it knows how to learn. However, we only have one chance of getting super intelligent AI right. After it became super intelligent, there is no point of return. So, we need to make sure AI's behavior aligns with the interest of human beings. However, AI may have very different motivations from animals or human beings. Natural selection promotes survival and perpetuation of species. So we need to prevent ourselves from anthropomorphizing behavior of AI. AI would not want its goal to be changed. Therefore, AI regulation mechanism has to be built in from the start. AI may behave very differently in the testing phase versus the production phase. Algorithms are prone to misbehave when optimized to be extreme. And the more intelligent an AI, the less predictable its action. What's worse? Not all AI scientists and engineers may take all the necessary safety measures. There's also a problem of encoding moral values into an AI agent, not to mention that we may not have a standardized moral values. The value loading problem is currently opened and is an important problem for AI safety. Human friendliness should be designed from the start. Do you remember the chatbots Tay and Zoe? They learned from the environment and they evolve over time. So AI agents behave the same way. Designers should also recognize that the first design may be flawed, and our moral standards evolve over time. That means the utility functions cannot be static. So it is difficult to control which directions AI agents will evolve. That means it may not evolve in parallel with our moral standard. The last issue that we will discuss in this lecture is the robot race. Isaac Asimov, in his book I, Robot, discussed the 3 laws of robotics. So he used a direct rule-based approach to regulate AI. The first law states that a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Second law, a robot must obey the orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. The third law, a robot must protect its own existence, as long as such protect does not conflict with the first or second laws. And there is a 0th law. A robot may not harm humanity, or by inaction allow humanity to come to harm. Have you read the book Origin written by Dan Brown? Does the AI assistant Winston in the book violate any of the laws? In fact, the 3 laws do not work. Isaac Asimov himself has explored how these laws would fail. The 3 laws are too vague. How to define harm? Is surgery considered as harmful? How to weigh physical harm against social injustice? What is a human being? Does fetus count? So if we compare the 3 laws to the legal system, legal systems were developed in a long process of trial and error. It may take hundreds of years to establish a legal system. Legal systems was used to regulate relatively slowly changing human societies. But things can happen pretty fast on the internet or in the development of AI. Legal systems also have the human common sense input from judges and juries. But common sense may not be common, especially on the internet that everyone can be anonymous. And law can be revised when necessary, while it may be hard to reprogram an AI robot. It is difficult for rule-based systems to apply to a highly diverse set of circumstances. Situations which are valid in the East may not be okay in the West. Some things which are fine with kids may not be okay with elderly. How did you feel when the robot was being kicked? Do you think that robots should also have rights? This video has already been uploaded to Moodle. Do we have moral obligations towards intelligent machines? Because they know how to think. Shall we compare robot rights with human rights and animal rights? What about robot killing, robot abuse, robot trafficking? Can people have sex with robots? Can robots have marriage? Whose responsibility is it if one's robot commits a crime? Should there be ownership of intelligent robots at all? Should robots be a legal person? Does it matter if an intelligent machine is a weak or strong AI? Is it okay to abuse weak AI because they have no suffering? What if AI is not human-like or animal-like? For example, the AI is an Apple Siri or Amazon Alexa that passes the Turing test. Can we abuse it? Should there be welfare systems for intelligent robots? The development of technology is always faster than regulation. But sooner or later, we need to answer all these questions. Thanks for watching this video.